where it's important to have the blind reviews to make sure that you're removing identifying information. A lot of times what we do for our in-groups is we measure potential and we measure personality, and we don't really look at their actual skills. So that clarity and transparency in those promotion processes are really important. Being clear what the benchmarks are really important, and how they're consistently assessed for all candidates across the board and not just a few. Okay. The third thing that you can do at a more organizational level. Yes, that's absolutely right, Bill. They actually it's just really funny how our brain works, right? So what Bill is mentioning is when they had these hires and they started to pay attention to who's walking onto the stage, and if they could hear the sound of high heels, they knew it was women, and then so they actually made them take their shoes off after that. Okay, so I'm going to now move into at the more organizational level or at the team level, things that you can do. Again, evidence-based work. We've heard about psychological safety. I think most people are familiar with that, but inclusive cultures goes beyond that just psychological safety. Psychological safety is just the ability to say, okay, I can voice. However, are you so safe that you can voice, that you can take the risk to voice something that goes against the grain? So if I take the risk and say something that is different from other people in the room, am I going to be penalized? Am I going to look like the stupid person? Am I going to be like the troublemaker in the room because I've said something that's different and therefore made that the task harder for everybody else? So one part of inclusive cultures is interpersonal risk-taking. The second thing is, can I really be who I am at work? So I'll give myself as an example. I'm Muslim and I practice Islam. Can I say, sorry, I can't make it for that meeting because I need to go for my prayer, or I need to interrupt this meeting because I need to go say my prayer, or I cannot have a lecture on Friday lunchtime because I'd like to go to the mosque because, it's whatever it might be, or sorry, it's Ramadan. I do not want to participate in this lunch meeting. Can we please change the meeting timing? Right? So can I bring myself to work in terms of my whole sense of my identity?